and usually that there's a correlation between the preparation piece and the result. Not all the time, but in due time it usually shows up. So very, very pleased with that. He's a guy that sees a lot of action, as has been mentioned before, because he's opposite of Trey, and so he knows he's got to continue to improve his game and stay on it every week.
Thanks, Sean.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, you've mentioned a few times the hard conversations this week and just how practice has gone. How have your running backs responded to that?
Yeah, they've been, I can tell you they've looked me or their coach right in the eye, just to give you a picture of their attention and the way they've listened. So they're all business, and I know they're intent on improving their part of it. They're 111.
And then it seems like Spencer and Dawson are both trending the right way. Is there anything you particularly want to see out of them today, just to know for sure?
Just staying healthy, staying on the climb that they've been on. And, I think the biggest thing for them is they haven't played in multiple weeks. So how do they get themselves ready for game speed coming off of a couple of weeks of being out?
Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, Sean. I was just wondering, with Tremaine not in this lineup for the game, how those duties kind of get doled out, because he was the guy who would get the calls, everything like that. Who becomes that point man for you guys moving forward in this game?
Right. So AJ will be out there. AJ, Matt, and then we'll have Tyrell Dodson, Tyler as well. So guys, we have a lot of confidence in to step in and do a great job.
And with Spencer, are you expecting him to be able to give it a go this week, just because of he was able to get through a full practice yesterday, as long as things go well today?
Yeah, I am, Joe. We'll just see, like you said, how things go today.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Sean, I heard you just on the radio talking about how this officiating crew, obviously penalties were an issue last week, especially calls the most penalties in the NFL. How much do you have to prepare for that differently than a different crew? Like, how does that impact your week?
Well, to be honest with you, Elena, it shouldn't impact it week to week. We shouldn't be ebbing and flowing with that, but it's just more awareness. And so that's what we try and do every week, is just say, hey, this is, it's another, like, knowing the opponent and what they do or don't do. And similar in this regard, heighten the awareness. That said, we should be bringing our discipline and all that type of stuff every week. We'll see if we learned our lesson from what we went through last week.
How much of an emphasis this week, given those issues last week, were the penalties and like making sure everyone understood what went wrong there?
Yeah, I can tell you it's definitely been part of our process, probably more than normal. I mean, it's always a part of our process, but again, it's all just goes, kind of under the list of, or title of, what do we need to, excuse me, what do we need to improve? What do we need to work on? And those tough conversations as well that have to be had. So always looking to how we can move our team forward. And that is one of those areas we have to improve on.
Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, you've certainly missed Dawson Knox over the past few weeks. What type of element does he bring in helping to get the offense back on track, should he be able to play?
Yeah, I mean, I've always believed, growing up around Andy Reid, the value of the tight end position to a quarterback, whether it's down the field, but most importantly, his security blanket in that, underneath 10 yards and under type of route depth. And so Dawson's very valuable to our offense, very valuable to Josh in a lot of ways. So that said, we have to, be a little bit realistic with, as I mentioned, because of the fact he hasn't played in a few weeks, it's going to take him some time to get back, probably going a little bit here.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.